Welcome back to another episode of Mama's Cooking Podcast. Rain, shine, sleet, fall, whatever. We are here for y'all because this rain out here today.
Yeah.
It is
Definitely.
really freaking crazy. I can't believe we even made it here. Didn't they say it's like a hurricane alert?
Man, when it be raining like this, I be wanting to just stay inside, be honest with you, because the rain just causes so much traffic on the road.
This is just giving cuddle weather.
Facts, my nigga. Facts.
It's giving cuddle weather.
Oh,
It's definitely
God.
giving vibes of like,
That's a fact.
why am I not in my house? Just like
All the
cuddled
clothes
up
off,
or
you know what I mean?
something, and just like watching a scary movie, some popcorn, some coffee or hot chocolate,
That's a fact.
or maybe some wine.
Ooh.
Yeah, but y'all know who this guy is. Go ahead, man.
What's going on? It's your boy G from NYC. I'm here in the building. What's
Yes.
going on?
What, like a regular family.
Yeah, we
A
are.
regular family. It's so nice that we are here filming, but I also am just like, oh my God, the topics that we were given are I feel like we never come here without something going on in the media or something serious that makes us debate and be like, oh God, not again. OMG,
Listen,
not again.
The media, that's the thing with the media. Like, it's always something new brewing each day. So,
Especially
I
in
gotta get
pop
ready to talk
culture.
about it.
Yeah. So obviously, we were given a topic
Okay.
that once again, we are
good.
going to have to talk about again. And I'm
Okay.
going to name this here for y'all and for this podcast. After we talk about this, I kind of don't want to talk about this no more. I really just don't want to talk about this
Oh, man.
anymore. Like, let's put this to bed. You know what I'm
Copy.
saying? So the topic, wow.
Oh, look who.
Don't worry, we already said the weather is trash. We already said the weather is trash.
Thanks.
Look what the hurricane
Thanks.
blew in. What
Yes,
Oh
yes,
my God.
finally,
Whatever,
yes.
whatever.
All right, so now the whole family is here. And don't y'all realize this is the first episode crew?
First episode
Yo.
vibes.
This is the first episode crew.
I
Right,
realized,
like
I
it's
realized.
I
hasn't
haven't
been
seen it
y'all
back.
since the first episode.
Yo,
This is crazy.
This is
It's a
truly the
pleasure.
first
Word.
episode crew. We
Yeah.
here, we back in the full effect.
Yes, we
Oh
are.
my God, this is so
made it.
cool. We
Yeah.
gotta. All right, so I was telling him that we were given a topic that at this point, I no longer want to talk about it anymore. Like, let's
What
just put it to
topic?
bed. Tyler Perry recently did an interview where he is discussing black women, and once again, the age-old, black women are, you guys got to learn how to, and I'm paraphrasing, girls maybe have to learn how to accept some men who might make less, again, because, we're missing out on a lot of happiness, again, the same trope. So after, like I told him, after this, I don't want to talk about it no more. I feel like we ran this to the ground, but how do y'all feel about what Tyler Perry had to say? G, you can
So I'm
start.
gonna start off, right?
I agree.
Oh man, so this thing, I'm so tired of this finance talks with the man, the woman. Like, to me, it's like, what happened to like just being interested in a person? Like, yo, I like you, I think you cool. When is all this money talk? Why we always talking about this money talk? Like, I just
came
feel like,
in.
because it's like back in the day before these dating sites, right? Like, I want to take it back to when I was like in high school, whatever, like that. We saw a girl outside, we talked to them, whatever, and it wasn't, well, older. I'd say college, probably college. Like, we'll go up to a girl, talk to them, and be like, hey, start a conversation. But it's like, now it's like, yo, what's your bank account looking like? What's your salary? And it's like, it's
Make
kind
sure
of,
what you do for work.
I'm tired of it, man. I'm just tired of the finance talk. But what Tyler Perry was saying, as far as like with men not, making as much as women and stuff like that. Women
as much as black women.
Yeah,
Black
it's
men
black-
not making as much as black women.
Yeah, emphasis on the black women. But
Yeah.
I feel like, black women are bosses, and I love that, So I feel like some women are really applying themselves more than men nowadays, as far as like getting them top-notch entrepreneur type jobs and being their own boss. I don't know, like I'm tired of that finance talk. I just want somebody to be
Right,
interested in somebody just for them, like being yourself, not even worrying about the money or the signs either. But yeah,
Banks.
But unfortunately,
I know.
bouncing off my boy G, finances is always gonna be there
I know.
because look what time we in now
Shit
with the
expensive.
social media. Like, everything is just everybody showing things, everybody doing things, just like, you know what I'm saying. So women now, relationships now is always based on
And
finances.
social media not
See, back
real.
then it wasn't based on finances because back then it was mostly
Shit was cheap.
we had to
Yeah.
survive. That's what it was based on. We just had to survive.
True.
Like it wasn't based on like finances. Just if we got a little scraps to eat and we could put together and we could do it together,
We straight.
we good, right?
Yeah.
And that's what it was based on. Now it's just like, oh man, you know. And then that was the real love back then, real love.
Yeah.
Now it's just the finances.
Yeah. I mean, also, I think, which one of y'all said it, but about social media opened up your mind to a lot of the world that's out there. When you think about it, back in the 90s or whatever like that, when our parents was together, a trip to Florida was just enough. For like, you know, your kids.
That's
Trip
back
to
in the day.
Florida,
No, I'm just
trip
saying,
to Pennsylvania,
your
to Dorney
Poconos-
Park
Trip
was
to
enough for
Poconos
me.
was
I
just
was
enough.
lit with them tuna fish
You know,
sandwiches.
and once again, and once
Water.
again, I'm not
Right.
saying that, you know, but times has changed and people now know about the world. And I don't think that's a bad thing. People now know what they deserve. And like, you know, the rise of Black women getting more educated, better jobs, things like that. It's unfortunate that statistically speaking, you know, Black men are not catching up
But-
as fast.
True.
To answer the question, I agree with Mr. Perry.
Okay.
Because like women are like I hate talking about I hate talking about this shit.
It's like
But
repetitive
you
thing.
got to do it. Like
Yeah.
women looking for like men don't like I said when we look for women we're not thinking about finances. We really thinking about all right, what can this girl bring to
We look for two
my
different
life,
things,
the
though.
peace. And then if you really thinking deeper about it, people we thinking about okay, I want to have kids. So what's your like your ethnicity background? Like what's your traits? Like if
bloodline.
you have some athleticism or something to you. Like, but women now, when they come, the first thing they look for in the men, they're not even thinking about that. They thinking about okay, like is he a boss?
Yeah.
I don't
got
think
a question
necessarily.
for you.
What?
Quick question,
what?
right? All right. So when you looking nowadays, like with women, are they? I don't know. I can't speak for all women, but I'm gonna ask you, like, are you looking, like, if you're dating someone, are you looking at their salary first, or how's this
Good
person
question.
as a man?
Honestly speaking, I mean, I've been on dating profiles, right?
You're right.
So naturally, when you're going on a dating profile, I am looking at your occupation because
Okay.
I kind of want to know exactly where
So
you're
that's
getting your
first.
money.
That's first.
First is I'm looking at looks, but then after
Okay.
that, I'm looking at occupation because I would like to know that you do have some sort of good job. Now,
Okay.
how much you make, I don't know. I like I'm with someone now. I don't know how much he makes, but I know financially he's okay. I know he's better than me. I know that he is financially sound in mind and body, and like I know he knows how to make the right moves because I see how he also lives and how he carries himself.
Okay.
So it's like it's still too new for me to know on paper how
Got
much
it.
things are, but I know he's good. And you know what I'm saying? And I think as far as women like me who make a certain amount, or once again, I'm not saying I'm rich because a lot of y'all in them comments
No,
was
but-
coming at me as if I was just
It's just-
I ain't saying I'm rich, but what I'm saying is I'm okay for a New York single woman.
interesting.
I am okay. I'm above average for a lot of people.
It's interesting what you
But-
said though. I don't mean to cut you
Yeah.
off, but when you said you don't know how much the person makes, your man, but you know he makes a good amount.
I know
of
he's
money.
good.
Normally, women want to know how much you
Right,
make.
because how would you know he make a good
Right.
amount of money without
No,
knowing how much he makes?
I
That's
feel
what I'm
like I
saying.
feel like there's if you're around money, you know people who have it, and I feel like if you're around it enough and you have certain conversations, you understand
Man, these
some
days people
things.
be faking money and all that, but
No, but
Right.
see, but faking money and all of that stuff, I feel I have dated enough guys who did fake, and eventually that wall comes down
Right.
a little quick. Like you start noticing when they start fidgeting for their car, or dates start becoming a little like things start getting a little sketch. Now, I just feel that. When Tyler Perry saying this was not a shock to me because if you look at his movies, that is the makeup of his movies. The women usually make more. The guy is usually some worker. What movie? If you think about the
Mr. D,
daddies,
no.
Not
What's it?
true.
Good Deeds? What's the name of that movie? Good
What-
Deeds?
but that's one of how many?
I'm just naming
Think
one.
about it
What's the other
when
one?
you look
What's
at
the
it.
other
One.
one when the rich the bald head dude kicked the lady out? Was that one of his movies too?
But the guy she went with was like a worker. That
Oh, you
dude
talking
was
about
a
Diary of a Mad
lawyer.
Black Woman?
Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Wasn't
When you
he
think
rich though? Yeah, look at that big ass
had
house.
money, yeah.
he was
Yeah,
rich,
money.
but also I just feel with that movie that was more spiritually whatever inclined.
Come on, stop.
No, I think that was more spiritually, but no, once again, she left a rich guy. She left a rich guy. She was a well-to-do woman. And then this dude was like an iron worker. You know what I'm saying? Then we think of Daddy's Little Girls. He was a cars mechanic, and Gabrielle Union was a lot of money. So as we think about it, I'm not surprised by Tyler Perry saying this, but it's just annoying.
Single women need to listen.
No, I just
Stop
feel
looking for this 100 million, all this $100,000.
See, no, but see that's not what,
a $50,000.
Dude, stop throwing out these numbers.
Happy too.
But once again, no one is saying that a man
manage your money.
You gotta stop. Nobody is saying that a man cannot make you happy. And once again, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. Once again, when we say these things, nobody's saying that these men don't deserve love. Nobody's saying that there's not women who will take you. But what I am tired of hearing, and why I said I want to put this topic to bed, is I'm sick and tired of women who think like me, as if we're thinking wrong. There's nothing wrong with what. Wait. There's nothing wrong with what I'm thinking. If I am a woman who went to college and I invested in myself and I have applied myself and I reached my goals, my dreams, I did all this stuff and my hard work, how I think should not be viewed as wrong. If you have a daughter, which you do, have a daughter, which you do, which my father gave advice to me, you worked hard, you get a man that works as equally as hard as you. You get a man who applies and gives to you the same level that you would give to him. That's not wrong. And I'm just sick and tired of that messaging. No, I'm just sick and tired of it seeming like the threat for my standard is, well, then you're gonna be alone for the rest of your life.
Nothing's wrong with your
okay.
Nothing wrong with the threat.
I just feel like you should be able to compromise.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But the compromise,
the percentages say you will die alone.
But to be honest, the percentage.
That's what the percentages say.
No. To be honest, the statistics say men are more likely to die alone than women. Because to be honest, we're surrounded by more of a village than y'all. Most of the time, women are taken care of either by their nieces, their nephews, their aunts, their uncles, whatever. There are villages around women. Men really don't. And this is statistically. I don't have the statistics, but statistically proven. Statistically speaking, more likely it's men that will probably die. More likely to die alone, depending on how you were as a male throughout your life. Now, all I'm saying is, when it comes,
you got one of them facts.
Look it up.
I don't know.
Look it up.
I
don't know.
Look it up. Look it up. Even in the nursing homes, the people who are more likely to get visits are the moms versus dads. But all I'm saying is, I am tired of this narrative of how we think being used against us and as if, you're gonna be alone. Then you know what? Then that's my choice. Why is that a problem? That I am, if I'm willing to die on this standard of me having a man who is bringing equal to me, then that's what I want to do.
Listen, I think
I never said that's fine. But for the ones that's complaining that they want a man, if you
all this stuff
keep thinking like, you want all this high, all this, you got to look at yourself. Like, do you think $100,000 man who's
why we keep throwing out $100,000? You sound like the people in the comments. Ain't nobody saying $100,000.
This is saying we're talking about above average. Like that's living in New York City. If you're making over $100,000, that is pretty good.
United States average, I think, is what, 65. United States
you want a little bit more in New York City, but it's pretty good.
But shit is expensive.
But there's not a lot of men out there making that though.
But why? And when we had this conversation,
or woman.
No. Wait. When we had this,
or woman. And that's what makes it even worse. They're not even making it. And they want you to make it.
But my thing is, and when we had this conversation, the point that I was also trying to make is, once again, instead of sitting here saying that black women, y'all gonna be dying alone because there's not a lot of black men that make it, why are we not asking ourselves, why are black men not making it? Why are we not asking?
No, they do need to make it.
No, what I'm saying is, why are we not asking ourselves?
They do.
Why? There are some. I'm not saying there's a lot of black men are doing very well for themselves, and I wish we talked more about that. And that's what I'm mad about Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry should have been saying how he came from a terrible background and made himself a billionaire, and how he don't want no excuses for another black male. That's what he should have said on that dang podcast. Not.
But he knew he was gonna get the flack from the woman.
Not that crap he said.
He even said it.
Sometimes people say things just.
He should have said what he should have said something to light a fire under black men. Not sit here and say something to make black women who made good money feel like they gotta accept a dude that only could pay the light bill. That's some crap. That's some crap. But anyway,
that part of the light bill, that's crazy. You need to be able to pay.
I already know. A lot of y'all in these comments are probably going to say more things, probably towards me.
They gonna come at me too.
They don't never come at you.
They be
They
laying
don't
y'all.
never.
I
They
saw
don't
the comments,
never.
bro.
I love y'all, huh?
Who comes at him?
I saw the comments. They be letting you. Both of y'all have it.
I don't
They be
even
coming at-
honestly. I
they
don't,
be coming at you
know what?
too.
Let's go on to the next.
Yeah, let's go.
at you, too.
Let's go on to the next one, child.
When I be on my demon time, it's time.
All right, so I need y'all reactions to this. When I say
Okay.
these two names, I need y'all to tell me what was your first impression when you heard the names, when you heard the situation. Jeannie Mai and Jeezy.
My first impression.
When you heard about what happened.
Shocked
with
as
them.
hell.
I was like,
I was shocked as hell. Listen, if a
Wait,
listen,
let's go to G. Let's go to G.
Listen, I was shocked as hell because first off, when you hear about a lot of these celebrity marriages, it's always the woman that's filing a divorce. But when a man is filing a
Yeah,
divorce,
that was different.
when the man does it, oh, he
You know
fed
it's
up.
real.
He trying to
Yeah,
he
'cause when
like,
a man
yo,
leave the
I'm
relationship, you know
gone.
it's
Like,
real.
He
you know
ready-
what I mean? I'm ready to
He
just
willing to
split,
leave the bag.
split the finances, whatever. I don't know if they have a prenup or whatever, but let me do my thing with my child, and you do your thing with your child. I was like, wait, when I saw that Jeezy fathered, I was like, wait, it wasn't Jeannie Mai? I'm like, wait, so it was the Jeezy. I'm like, so the man did it. So if the man did it, yeah, they fed up. Like, I just looked at it instantly like that. But I was shocked because how she talks about him and
Yeah, she just
all
did
this
a
stuff and
prayer
how,
video.
having a family and stuff like that. Like, she was ready head over heels for him. So I just, you don't really see him really talking about it as much. But when I heard how she talks about him and how he is with her, just to see it now, it's like, wow, like I was really shocked though with that. It's a lot of divorces going on right
Banks?
now.
Banks.
whoa, just whoa,
Just whoa.
just yeah. Because I'm
Whoa.
like, damn, like you said, all this press you see, she's talking good. This long, like they've been together for how long?
2 years.
Oh, it's been 2
I
years?
think I don't think they've been married for 5. I think it's
how
less
long
than.
they knew each other.
It was a few, right?
It was only like what 3 years, 3, 4. I think everything is under
Well,
5. I think.
Gotcha.
I feel like the max 5 years.
Okay.
Max
Well, then-
5 years for all of it, the relationship and the marriage. I
Okay.
think
Probably around that.
Yeah.
hasn't been no 7, 8, 9.
Nah.
No.
That's okay. Well
Yeah.
then, I was surprised because it was she did it to
Right.
Jeezy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jeezy, but I wasn't surprised that she cheated.
Who? Jeannie Mai cheated?
Nah, I'm talking about who y'all talking about?
We talking about Jeannie Mai
And
and Jeezy.
Jeezy.
Oh, my bad. I thought y'all talking about Remy and
No, we
fucking.
ain't there yet.
no.
Excuse the fuck out of me, guys.
No, anyway,
Yeah.
honestly, I'm just surprised all of y'all are shocked.
Why?
Maybe because I'm a woman and I watched the real. I never bought their relationship.
Why not?
Really?
No. What she said on the reel to me kind of made it like when she sat there and said, I'm not letting her off the hook with that. When she sat there and said, oh, I do like I'm paraphrasing, I do like my black men, but I like my white men. White men keep me lean and mean, leaning
Oh,
I
something.
did see that on the
Like,
reel.
I saw that.
honestly speaking,
always like,
Yeah, they
I-
was killing her.
and also her views on
I think-
relationships to me
I think
was
that's when I
also a little
changed.
warped because I think she said something, and I'm not. Once again, I'm gonna keep saying I'm paraphrasing because I don't want us to get sued. But I remember she said something along the lines of like men, like she has an attitude, and usually men could check that.
Oh.
That's not his job to check your attitude.
True.
You need to learn how to monitor yourself because that gives vibes. Now I want to know why you preaching all this goodness about him, in public, but maybe you mean behind the scenes. I don't know, because
But
maybe that's
how
why
it
he
comes off,
filed,
though.
because maybe y'all
Bro,
not
I don't
aligning.
know.
But that's how it comes
relationship.
off, because it comes off like she's just comes off as the good girl in the open. Like, I support my man,
Right.
but in the background, look like she probably be.
I
Aggressive
don't
as
want to
hell?
say
Hell
I don't
yeah.
want to say who she is as a person because I personally
I don't
don't know
know,
her.
yeah.
But
Just
me
off the
personally,
actions like.
I just never bought it, and I always felt like it was her way of just feeling like she down.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. I just didn't
Like
buy
down
it.
with like black people? per
Yeah,
se?
just down. I don't know. I just feel like
because
she
of
left that.
real with the white.
She
it
was
did
with
come
a
off,
white
It just come
husband.
off like yeah.
She
it
was.
did.
She was.
She was with a white
That's when I was
husband
like,
before.
She this kind of crazy because she was with
She was with a white
person. Then when
husband
she said
before.
that, I was just like, this nigga G's bugging, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like, cause I don't really pay attention much to their relationship.
Right, me neither.
But
I did not pay any attention
when I saw that
to
reel,
it.
I was like, whoa. I'm like,
No, like she was married to that white guy before, and that's when she said it, when she was married to him.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, you went on a reel with a multicultural cast. I don't know if maybe you felt like you needed to have something else to make you more multicultural, but I never bought it.
That's not her. Her real self will just come out. Like,
I mean, maybe it is, and that's
what I'm saying. Like, it probably came out.
I don't know. Me personally, I just never really bought the relationship at all. So them divorcing had no effect on me. Or I mean, I don't know. I just felt like it kind of was always.
It was weird though, because I kind of felt like she was into him because all right. So for example, her husband was white before, right? I remember she said she would not, under no circumstances, have any kids. All right. So I was like, okay, interesting. So then when she got with Jeezy, she was talking about how their first date was. Because I've seen some clips of the real whatever. I never really watched the show like that.
Yeah, it's not your show.
But I would see some clips like on social media, and she would just talk about him. And I'm like, oh, she really likes this guy. And then when she was pregnant, had a kid, I'm like, wow, like she really had a kid with this person. Because remember, the last marriage, she said she's not into having kids and stuff like that. So for her to compromise with that, I was kind of like, okay, she really likes this guy. She loves this guy, whatever.
I don't want to go there
because it's Jeezy.
Not even because it's Jeezy. I don't want to go there, and I don't want to go there, and I really want to separate this because now I don't want to say I'm putting this on Jeannie. But y'all black men don't really understand how much other cultures want to populate with y'all.
No,
y'all don't really understand how much people want to have that mixed child.
Really,
it's just that. Let's just say. Black men that understands that is the ones that black people that goes out in the world and go out, travel, open-minded, talk to people, just stay off the block. You know, the ones that stay on the block don't know that. Like what you speak.
I just feel, I don't know.
They feel like,
I personally didn't buy it. Okay. I'm trying to watch my words. I am trying to watch my words. That's why because I don't want people to think that I'm putting that on Jeannie. I'm not saying those were her intentions, but there's a lot of women who will make exceptions probably to have y'all genes. Y'all genes.
Okay.
To be mixed babies.
They would.
They would. So
see that.
Now the next couple, Teyana and Iman. Banks. Okay. Teyana, what was your reaction when you heard?
That one I was shocked. I actually liked it. I actually love their chemistry from what I saw. You see, and that's the thing. Like, is what you see is what they put out, but you don't know what's going on in the back end. So I was shocked. Because I like them. I like them, and they you know they from the hood, they street, they black. You know that black love. Like I love that shit when I see black love striving. Like that should make you like, yo, that's a powerful ass couple.
Nah, facts.
And then I'm shocked.
G?
Yeah. When I saw that, because first of all, I was like, I saw videos of like Iman on a date with the shorty, whatever. So I'm like, something not right. So I knew something was up right there. But when Teyana actually commented on the post or whatever, saying they was like, I think she said they were separated.
When she wrote her caption.
Right. I was like, I mean, they ain't say they was getting divorced. They just said they were separated, which I get because they've been together for a while. Things happen.
I think they're like 9.
They're long term.
Like
that's long term. Plus,
they're long term. Yeah,
I'm fans of Teyana and Mai. Like, you know, I watch NBA. Teyana with the music and stuff like that. Just talented, multi-talented. So, and I'm a fan of this. So I was just like, damn, like. Plus, they got some beautiful kids. They got beautiful families. So I'm just like, I saw that. I'm like, oh man. But you know, they separated. Maybe they'll get. You never know what happens. They're still married. We ain't hear about them getting divorced, right? So I don't know. Like, I hope they can bring their way back to each other. You know what I mean?
Am I the only one that like? All right. I always felt like they might have had like some sort of open relationship.
Possible.
Because they freaky.
Yeah.
Okay? They freaky.
I could tell.
And remember I said I would love to be a third.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Was that the first episode?
That was when me, you, and Shay was filming.
I think I saw
me, you, and Shay. And I said I would love to be a third.
I did like, see it. I was like, damn.
No, but honestly speaking, like, they beautiful. Get out of here. They are beautiful.
No,
they a sexy couple.
That mean you feel bucket. You'll feel
bucket.
They
a sexy couple. Teyana is like a bestie in my head. Mm-hmm. But her and Iman are fine. They look good. That's a good looking couple. They're good. And honestly, I thought I it hurt my heart to hear that they were separated. But at the same time, I feel like they were never conventional. So like you said,
why not?
because they come on, she wrote a song called Three Way. She like they do threesomes and stuff. It's not conventional. They're not conventional. So I thought maybe there's hope that maybe they could come back. And maybe they're playing. Maybe they're having a little separation.
You think
Some people look at that as conventional.
No, I think maybe they're like, let's separate and take a break and then come back. Because like you said, nobody said divorce.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody said divorce. And if you think like some of your old school auntie, grandmas and them probably didn't have like some sort of like period where maybe they just wasn't messing with their husband for a minute, and then maybe they could come back together. I'm really rooting for them.
Yeah.
I'm really rooting for them.
Black love.
That's what I'm saying. I will hope they.
I'm really rooting for Teyana and Iman. And honestly speaking, whatever they decide to do, I really hope it brings them back together. Yeah. I really did like them. I thought they were a very good youthful couple to look at.
They definitely fill buckets for sure.
Yeah, they're little. You know, they not. Now, drum roll. Drum roll for the next couple. I'm kicking it to you, G.
Okay.
Remy and Papose.
Whoa. It's crazy because I was talking to my guy about this. So apparently there's rumors going around. I don't know if it's true, right? I don't know if it's true, you know, because, you know, Remy and Pap, another couple, Black Love. It's rumors that, you know, Rem, Easy the Block Captain, they've been, you know, a little too close. Because I know they're doing business together because, you know, she got her thing going with the battle rap. And they've been, you know, pictured a lot with each other, matching outfits. So I was just like, I asked my boy about this because he know more about battle rap than me. Right. And he was like, nah, like, it's a lot of things going on with that. And they not saying nothing about it. And I'm like, what you mean? So I'm like, bro, you think Rem cheated on Pap? He was like, yeah, of course. I'm like, nah, can't be. He's like, nah, Pap snuffed Easy, and then apparently, allegedly, I don't know if it's true, but they saying Pap snuffed Easy, and then they got into a whole thing, and he was off the internet for 2 weeks, whatever. Then going to this battle with Geechee.
Oh,
and,
God, that battle.
Yeah, and it was crazy. I saw clips. I didn't see the whole thing.
I saw the thing. I saw the whole.
Man, he addressed Geech. He addressed it all. You know what I mean? So I was just like, yo, this is crazy.
Everything.
Yeah, like he smoked him in that battle from the clips I saw. So I want to.
I think to him like it wasn't even like right. It was just like I'm talking to you now.
The thing is, it's like they're not even addressing it.
Was she even part of the battle?
They're not addressing it.
He just stood next to her and started rapping.
She right there.
But like, he was battle rapping her artist though, right?
Yeah.
You just gonna talk like she's not part of
the
the
battle.
He was smoking around
too.
That's battle rap.
That's battle rap.
I know that's battle rap, but dang, I'm not even in this. How I get in it?
That's how I be.
If I was Remy, I'd be like, how I get in this?
You see how subtle she was when they was asking her the questions about, you know, she was calm. So I'm like, I don't know if it's really like it's something going on.
If she would have tipped off and went crazy,
right?
Oh yeah, she did.
Right.
So she
I don't
playing
know.
a calm route. You don't know.
She just standing there.
Exactly.
I didn't say nothing on it. I just look and see. Like,
so what was your response to
I seen the video? I watched the reels. I watched every part of the reels of him with everything he said, and I was just like, damn, like I don't want to believe it.
Me neither.
I don't know because.
You never know.
No one confirmed that it was true.
Right.
He didn't say that, so I'm not gonna say but if she did though,
it's fucked up.
That's fucked up. If she held you down in jail, he every interview he brings her. Yo, I've never heard a Papoose interview without him bringing up Remy Ma, bro.
The love.
It's just like, damn.
Yeah. People gotta understand. Just like men cheat,
and then the thing is, the motherfucker looked like a bootleg version of him.
Oh yeah, with his mouth closed.
Yo, what the he look like him. Most of the times when people cheat,
they
always cheat with the damn person that you look like. Like it's always like that. Like it's just for some odd reason they got the same qualities. They look alike, and when people cheat, they normally cheat with the person they look like my man and act like my man. Like
mannerisms.
It just have the same things, and that's what I see with him. And I'm like,
but you know what's funny? Because I was speaking with somebody. Well, one of my good friends, whatever, she was basically saying you could be with somebody long term. Because going to the cheating references, right? Like Rem, it's like like men cheat, women cheat, whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah, both
she was
cheat.
telling me you could be with somebody for a long time, and sometimes you may want to
Get bored.
chip on the old block, get bored a little bit, and then with that one person one time, and that's it. You want to get back to your
a midlife crisis can happen.
But that's the thing. That's
no,
the
it's
thing
true.
about
Like
humans.
midlife crises can
not the
happen.
midlife
That's
crisis.
Everything you get bored at in life.
Yeah.
you got to keep working at it and
Like
spice
you're gonna
it
say,
up.
shit, I'm bored with living. Like that's what you're gonna say next.
True.
Like,
Yeah.
So when you say I'm bored with my spouse, it's like, come on, bro.
I
Like
know.
find a way to
Spice
if
it up.
if the fire was lit, it could be relit. You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? So
Facts. Most definitely.
find a way to spice it up. Like do shit y'all never did before. Like
Yeah.
have something new to talk about. The
That's
same thing
it.
with a rapper. Like to keep his longevity going, you gotta have something new to talk about.
Yeah,
That's the same thing with a relationship. You
it's
gotta
really-
have something new.
this like shook me. And the reason why it shook me is because of the fact that we say black love. Who coined that? Papoose and Remy literally made a song called Black Love.
They sure
Didn't
did.
they?
They
Like
sure did.
when you think about Remy and Papoose, we gotta take it all. Let's all rewind the clock. We're talking about 2003.
We look at them like
We're
Beyonce
talking
and
no, we're
Jay-Z.
talking about before social media.
Literally.
We're talking about I think they met through DJ.
Talking
Who
about
is
like
it?
MySpace.
We're talking
Top
about
5.
Smack DVD
God.
era.
Throwback.
We're talking about put one hand up, put your left hand out. We're talking all of that. We're talking, I was in high school. So, and then she went to jail. And then we knowing that he was still with her. And then she's recording songs through the jail. They got married in jail. She
Yeah.
comes home. Papoose right there. We talking about like all of the songs, like the things, the building. Like we're talking like this couple has been around since the early 2000s.
Right.
This shook me because this is literally a couple that I honestly didn't have no worries about. You know how you be
neither.
like, let me put
I
them
ain't
in the
worried
back.
about them either. I've never even thought about
I
them,
had
like,
no worries about this couple. You cannot tell me. I thought Papoose and Remy, we would see them 50 years. Like, you know how you just put them on the shelf. They there. They're gonna be together.
They did put their relationship out there.
We're not gonna break up. They're fine. So to hear that there's problems, it kind of shook my little teenage heart. Because remember, they were together
That's what I'm
since the
saying,
early
like-
2000s.
They were.
This is before social media.
Yeah.
This is literally when we used to have to look at E-News or something like that to even get news on a celebrity. We got to dial the clock. I'm showing my age, but we got to dial the clock back. This is not a regular couple.
That hot new hip hop and all that. We used to have to
Yo,
look
this
at
is-
I
them.
knew hit, yo.
Yeah,
This is
hip-hop
what
DX.
World
on that.
Star
Yeah,
I used to look at
times.
all them
I used to be on
news
all
on
them
them shit.
websites, bro, back in the
Yo,
day. That's
speaking of
throwback.
it, if anybody heard anything of Papoose fucking with any girl,
No, and that's
even
the thing.
while she was locked up,
Remy
Never.
said she
Never.
literally used to ask, and she's like, "I'm waiting for them to come." And if anybody deserved a oopsie, it would have been Pap. It was
To
'cause,
do
like,
it right.
Like shit, you held her down for
Yeah,
6 years,
I
but she
never
said
heard
she would
that.
forgive it.
Never
I
heard
think at
that.
one point she even like said, like she's like, "I'm asking, or we ain't hear nothing.
He
we
must
ain't
have
hear
been real
nothing."
low
but that's
with it,
why that
or
We ain't
nah.
hear
He
nothing.
must have been real low with it, or it never
Or
happened.
he gave them girls a good bag. Gave them a good bag.
Oh, that nigga had like a million lotions.
To be honest,
Yo, you
shut.
a million lotions. You
I'm
stupid.
done.
I don't know,
Nah, you
'cause-
crazy.
To be honest,
Crazy.
if Remy did cheat, I at this point, I'm so invested in their relationship because y'all been together for so long. I need explanations. I need a YouTube video. I feel like
I feel like
YouTube
you
video.
gotta get tell us.
We are
You-
in
we
here-
need
we are
to
in
know
this.
because we was involved.
we
when
were
was young.
involved.
Fuck that.
We were
need-
involved in
Facts,
this
facts.
relationship.
Listen, man,
we do
things
not
happen.
respect your privacy at this time. I need
Listen.
explanations. My heart hurt.
Listen,
My
relationships
heart.
relationships
Yo,
are gonna
that
be
shit's
tested.
bad,
Things
bro.
happen. You know what I mean?
Show
I'm not
us
saying
that.
I'm not saying that like they like Pap cheated with, but things happen in
You mean
relationships.
you
It's
talking about Rem was the
working-
alleged?
Right.
alleged.
It's about working through it. Things
But
do
if
happen,
this
though.
do come
know what I
out,
mean?
Bro.
if this is true, I'm gonna be like,
All right, so if it's true, and you're Pap, would you forgive her?
20 years though. Like you can't throw that.
That's a good question.
That's 20. That's like over. Honestly speaking, like that. The bigger question is after a certain point, is cheating the ender? Because to be honest, after like
It depends on the
2003,
person. It
it's
depends on the
2022,
I gotta think about that
2023.
one.
But then-
It's
How about
2023.
you?
I think they've been
Would
Would you
together.
be able to?
It's 20 plus
I ain't
years.
gonna lie.
I think
That'd be
it's like
tough.
20, almost
That's
20.
tough.
Very hard.
It's almost 20 years.
That's
But
tough,
yo,
bro.
just to
That's
like
tough. You gotta really think about that shit. Like,
No, so
really
as
think.
men, because that's a
I'm talking
that's
about
a big
and
one
as a
as
man.
men.
You talking about in general
and then
or
on
as
top
men?
of
No,
it,
I think as
let's
a
just
man, I
start
need
the
to hear
fact, like,
this.
you're a loyal man. Like you did not cheat.
We don't know
Like,
the
you
ins and outs
kept
of this
it-
relationship.
Like,
Not that
let's
I'm
just
giving it a
say-
pass.
We're not saying he didn't
like
cheat, 'cause
uphold
we don't know. But
No,
let's
not
just say
cheat. Let's say uphold
you
his-
never cheated on your and that happened
never
to
che-
you.
Whew.
How would you feel?
Damn, I'm gonna feel crushed. I'm gonna feel like betrayed. I would honestly.
Would you need to know why?
Hell yeah.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
just saying,
but
would
it
you need to
happened
know?
already. You know what I mean? So it's
But
like,
would you need to know why?
I'm a
Because
detail
cheating
guy.
doesn't-
I ain't
cheating
gonna hold
doesn't
you.
just happen,
I ain't gonna hold
right?
you.
It
Listen,
doesn't
I ain't gonna hold
happen.
you.
It doesn't
I'm a
just
detailed type of person. Like
Don't
I want to
tell
know
me
the
you wanna-
details.
Get the fuck.
Yes,
How
I
does
want to
that
know.
help
I want to
you?
know.
There you go.
How does
Because
that
that's gonna
help you?
determine. That's
know
gonna determine.
whether I want to keep you or
Exactly.
not.
What do you want to know? Wait, now
I
what do
want
y'all
to
want
know
to
that
know?
you
Suck
was
his
you.
dick?
Yes. Did
Nah,
you do that?
yo,
That's
if
gonna
she
crush
did
my
that,
heart.
I don't care what she.
If she did that, it's done.
20
Did that.
years.
Crush my
20
heart.
years.
Even if she fucked him, I might.
20
wanna
years.
go-
We
But-
never had this. Now remember,
Yeah,
we're
see, we
talking
never
from
had this.
we're talking from a place that we never had a marriage.
That's what I'm saying. Is like it's
20 years.
It's hard, but
I'm not saying they was married for 20, but I think
would
like they were
feel just
together
like,
totally.
What hurts
Damn,
more, the
like-
shorty giving giving top to the dude, or sex, actual intercourse? What hurts more? Hearing.
I think
Is the sex?
Both,
It's the
bro.
top.
No, but
bro.
pick one. What's
It's the-
worse?
wait, pick
hearing
one.
a
We gotta
girl,
pick one.
hearing your girl gave top or
That's gonna
slept
crush me
with.
knowing it. I'm like, did you
hear
did you
my
suck his dick?
girl.
Did you give him
Yeah.
head? Did you get? Did you?
I would have to say,
How'd you do-
fucking yeah. Having
Really?
sex with me.
Interesting.
Because it's like
I'm
having
shocked. I thought it
sex
would be
is
the other
like yo, that's like, come on, bro.
I think
Intimate.
it's-
You're looking at
It's
each other.
deeper than that. It's
But you
connections.
looking at the person.
Whereas it's just
what the
sucking
fuck
dick
you
is like
talking-
more so like a jerk off with mouth
Nah.
and shit. And
Nah, that's more intimate, bro. Like she looking up
so-
at you, like, yo.
But imagine she bent over you.
She has-
and
she has
you
the
blow
ability
her
to
back
sting
out,
and you
and
can
she
spin
looking
the
at you.
person's
That
mouth,
ain't
too.
crazy.
I have to ring this in.
You
That's
can spin
not
the person's
crazy.
mouth too when you.
We're not turning this podcast into. I need to ring this
back on
in.
the spin on the mouth.
Hold up. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? To hear y'all deliberate about how hurt it is. Wait. To hear y'all deliberate. Do you know it's crazy because there are women that like deal with cheating more like so commonly.
do.
But yeah, we be taking it's like I always heard the saying that men can't handle certain pain
Yo,
like a
it's
woman can.
Funny because
Well, men cannot handle pain that women can.
I agree. Men
It's true.
cannot handle.
Y'all cannot
but
handle it. But
Nah,
y'all be
that's a
giving
fact.
it
That's a
though.
fact.
Women cheat
I don't-
more
I'm
than
not cheating.
men.
Black men
We
don't
don't know
cheat.
these statistics.
Black men don't cheat.
We don't know these
do.
statistics.
Black men don't cheat.
There's actually more women in this world than men is. So
Wow.
come
Black
on,
men
like
don't cheat,
women
remember
cheat
that.
more than men.
No, but the funny thing is, what we're talking from a place of like to hear y'all. Yeah,
But of course.
No, wait. To hear y'all turmoil over like this hypothetical when
I'm
there are
just
women.
fooling.
No, when there are women who literally be like going through this and like taking out.
No,
the
I agree.
But
I
the
agree.
crazy thing is,
agree.
I be feeling like sometimes as women, maybe we need to start acting like y'all and being on some like. This hurt. That's it. It's done. You was about to throw away 20 years over one cheating.
Nah, I didn't say
said
that.
throwing away
I didn't say
20
that.
years.
Women
I didn't say that.
where
20
you
years.
cheat.
No, there's women who would dare take you back.
Nah,
no,
there's
there's
I
women
didn't say
that
that.
take you back
where
after
their
20
cutoff
years.
point is you cheat, I'm not taking
But
you
the fact
back.
that y'all are sitting 20 years down the drain.
Yes, there's women that will throw your ass out the house. Like, I'm done with you, and I'm taking everything
I
because
just
you
feel like
cheated on me.
those
Like, you're
women-
I feel
crazy.
like
and guess
there
what?
are-
I
there
don't
are-
think she's wrong for that.
No.
Because you shouldn't
no.
be men. I don't. Yo,
No,
you
I
shouldn't be
don't. I
cheating,
feel like
bro.
we need to adopt y'all way of thinking.
Like-
I'm at this place where me personally, no,
I
you
don't
cannot
know.
cheat on me. You cannot cheat on
And
me.
you done. One
Oh,
and done.
I'm
and
fucking out.
See,
Right.
that's
Like, you
see,
cannot
see?
cheat on me.
So you agree?
No,
me and
no.
you agree.
But there's
if
a
you
lot-
cheat on me, I'm
That's
out.
it.
I don't
But
care how much I
but-
loved you on Monday.
It's a
On
respect.
Tuesday, I
It's
don't
a
like you.
respect.
That's
But
it.
I have never been with someone for 20 years. So I don't know where my mind would be. I'm going to keep myself open. I'm not saying that's an invite to do it.
I think it's going to be even
don't
worse
test
because
it.
the fact that
Don't test
I'm
it.
just thinking like it's going to be even worse. Whereas if you cheat on me and I've been with you for 5 to 8 years,
Yeah.
20 something years, I'm like
That's a
motherfucking. I'm
fact.
gonna
All
look
them
at you and I'm gonna
years?
want to choke you out. Like
Yup.
you cheated on
Choke
me,
me.
and you got all these motherfucking kids. We got all these damn money tied up in this, and we got
All the
all
businesses.
this. I know your mother. You know my mother.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
we know
chilling with
families.
your father and shit.
Right.
Going, yo, what is?
But you also
just
got
for that?
You also got to think about the marriage part too.
I would
because
have to
when you
ask
get
her like,
married-
why, bro?
When you
Why?
get married, it's
Why?
different.
So
Like,
what if she
why?
tells you?
Your
What if
marriage
she
different.
tells you that
You can't-
No. What if she tells you like, all right, so let's just say the girl cheats, right? I'm asking y'all something, and she says, and let's just say this is true. Oh, you haven't been dating me. I haven't been feeling pretty with you. I haven't been feeling, it's been lackluster around here. The sex is probably only about like, mediocre at best, blah, 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 blah. She tells you all of these things and you could, like, let's just say you agree. Maybe you didn't uphold your part as a husband.
If she told him that before then going out to cheat, I'm not saying it makes it right to cheat, but then it's like, you knew and you didn't make any steps, so she either's going to cheat or leave you.
Because I feel like cheating don't just happen after 20 years. It don't just happen after 20 years. Allegedly, all of this is alleged. But I don't feel like cheating just happens. Like, if you're with someone for that long,
it's for a reason.
If there's a reason there,
I'll tell you that. It's a reason.
There's a reason. You don't throw, like you said, the businesses, the kids, all of that stuff. You don't just do that for a reason.
Definitely a reason.
There's a reason. So
throw everything.
We are praying. Because honestly, this black love, y'all going to have to explain yourselves, Remy and Pap, because I am invested.
You don't think that they're trying to just do this for social media?
No.
Like, you don't think about, like,
no, Papoose was not. Look at who we're talking about. Pap, no.
I'm just saying, what if it's really, they know about this, they know what?
No.
I don't think
so. Just playing devil's advocate for a second. You don't think that they running with this? And
this is Remy and Pap we're talking about. They would never, I don't feel like they would never.
They care about that
they never were that type to do shit for social media. We're talking about early 2000s rappers.
True.
They never was like that.
But you gotta remember, this is 2023. People go off of social media with everything.
Nah, not Remy and Pap. I'm gonna give them a little bit more for
everything.
that. Nah, they wouldn't do this because they just had a kid. Like what? A few years ago, that baby not
How
old.
many kids they got? Oh, together.
They just had the little baby.
They just had that one girl. Okay,
I think, but that baby is not old yet. But anyway, Remy and Papoose, we love y'all. I hope y'all work this out.
Yeah.
Like, once again, a marriage that long, you can't just throw that away unless there's some reasons. Last topic, because I know we don't have that much time.
Copy.
So with everything going on with Tinashe's comments, am I saying her name right? Tinashe's comments on Chris Brown and R. Kelly, she expressed some regret over making the songs with both of them.
Oh, Chris.
How are we feeling about her comments? And then I will build on from there.
Yo, man, y'all gotta put some respect on my man Chris Brown, man. He a talented mofo. Like, I'm tired of people with this, narrative that, they regret working with him. Like, I feel like Tinashe knew what she was doing. Like, she knew what she was doing as far as, like, saying she regret doing the song Chris Brown and R. Kelly, too. But I know she knew that Chris Brown's name was gonna ring bells.
Do you know the songs?
Yeah,
I actually haven't. I remember that song. That's true. Like, my only song I like from Tinashe is, 2 On, And
I know to get too on.
I know you get too on. That's, what I'm saying.
Yeah, all right, but
What about you, Banks? How did you feel about Tinashe's comments on her regrets with Chris Brown?
Baked.
Ooh.
That's what she want. That's what I think, because it's like, why are you bringing it up? Like, no one... That happened years ago. They passed, and it's like people's trying to get over it. They're trying to get over it. They're telling people to forget about it. Like I said, like the Chris Brown, Rihanna, he hit her, but she boxed his ass first. So it's like, I mean,
ridiculous.
You about to,
and then you got So it's just, I just feel like she shouldn't bring it up. It's corny. Like come on, regret doing a song that probably made her more money than any other song she did solo by herself.
It must not have made her that much if we don't know the songs. Because I didn't know them songs.
I'm trying to remember this. I think it was, I do remember it, but it was...
I don't remember those two songs.
I just hate when people kick people when they already down. It's like, it's a form of bully for me. I hate bullies.
Chris Brown already got to work twice as hard to try to get to that, back to, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
it's always going to be like that.
Like I said, Jay or Drake right now, if that incident did not happen, Rihanna, he would be what we look at as Drake.
But we got to stop saying the incident with Rihanna. I mean...
They're gonna always put that on him.
But first, I want to say that when it comes down to it, like, I just feel you already made the songs, you already made the records, and it doesn't sound like they were like as catchy as 2 On or whenever you made them. So it's kind of like, don't you think by you talking about them in the records is going to make people probably want to go back and hear it? Which, if you have deep regret, would you want to put money back in their pockets? I wouldn't want to put money in their pockets. I kind of would let the song just like stay in the back and act like Sierra to the crap, because she has never mentioned her song with R. Kelly in that first album she did. It wasn't big, but it's called Next to You, I think. I stand again next to you. It's on that Goodies album. But all I'm saying, and shit, now I feel bad because I feel like I done brought attention to the song. But I was just trying to make a point. There are artists who probably have made songs with R. Kelly and Chris Brown who are not going to speak on it because it was years ago. Because why? For what? To click on it? If I'm deeply regretting it, I'm not going to bring it up. Now, I don't know if she was asked this question or not, but I kind of would have just been like, that was then. That was then, this is now. And I just feel like also whether, because you said
It's just
Tinashe
corny,
made the
man.
choice, but you said Tinashe made the choice, and I feel like, all right, let's just say the powers that be put her in that studio. Because let's be real, as an artist, you probably don't have those decisions. But it's like, I just feel at this point
you
to
still
act,
have the decision at the end of the
I
day.
don't think.
You can
I
say,
think
no, I'm
depending-
not doing it. Like,
I think depending on your label, you don't. Right? Let's be real. If you got a contract and they say this is the hottest engineer or whatever, you probably got to work with them. But all I'm saying is, when it comes down to it, I just don't understand people who say things like, yeah, you know, I deeply regret working with this person, that person, as if we didn't know what was going on. Like anybody who say they didn't know what R. Kelly was doing at this point, these rumors been surfacing for years. If you was working with him anywhere between in the early 2000s all the way up into them allegations, you kind of knew something was going on. So you was able to ignore it then?
You don't think Tinashe knew what she was doing when she made that video? I mean, when she was asked the question and you didn't think her answer was gonna bring
a little
clickbait
bit,
and
like,
people talking?
Clickbait,
That's
bro.
just
It's
something
just
like you said, like an
annoying,
album
bro.
probably
It's
brewing
like,
in the works. Like,
who
come
can
on,
I
bro.
mention? It's like, for example, the 6ix9ine and
Oh.
Lil Baby did a song
I don't know
together.
that one.
You don't
No, and
hear
Kodak.
Little Baby
It's about
saying,
Kodak.
nah, Little Baby and
Lil Baby?
6ix9ine did a song together.
Really?
Yes.
See, I gotta listen. I ain't
And
heard
you do not hear Little Baby saying, I regret doing a song with 6ix9ine.
Because the song is made.
It
The
was
song is
already.
made. The
Like,
song is made
come
already.
on.
At this
Oh,
point,
If you regret it now, then back then you probably kind of was second guessing it. Like, should I do it? Like that should be the thoughts if you regretting it now.
I just feel like the song is made. Also, like going back to what you said about, but also what I wanted to say before too is like, it wasn't just Rihanna with Chris. We also got to name the fact that he has done things throughout the years. Yeah. So it's kind of like, as much as
Rihanna is gonna be a stain.
It is a big stain.
That's gonna be a stain.
No,
That's gonna
but
be
you
hard
know
to come
what?
out.
It is a big stain, but it's
yeah.
a stain that I feel like had he not done other things and he just became
Like
a
what,
saint
though?
after. Because wasn't that whole situation? So after Rihanna, there was the alleged Karrueche situation. Then after Karrueche, wasn't he doing the thing where he threw the chair out of the window? Some talk show or something where he ran down and he was shirtless.
Fame. That was a Fame days.
He was shirtless and stuff like that on the street. And then after that, I think there was speculation or now the shootout at his concert or something like
I heard
that.
about that, yeah.
Then it's the alleged blood affiliation.
But this is circling around his name, and it's basically they trying to just make him.
I'm not bringing this up
Rihanna's
to put
the biggest one.
That should derail.
Rihanna is the biggest one, but I also feel like had he stayed a good course and never did nothing else, then all you would have is the Rihanna situation.
Yeah.
But when you
That's
can
all they
layer it
need.
up,
That's
Rihanna.
no, I mean, but we're not talking about that's all you need.
That's
What
it.
I'm saying is he
Black
already
man?
had that and then added more.
Yeah. Black
so
man?
it's like
One
Nah, just the simple fact that you saw the videos of her pictures of her face.
Yeah.
People still be having that picture going
Yup.
around through the internet if you really want to search for it.
No, but
people will never forgive him.
No, nobody would never forgive him for that, but that's not the argument. The argument is he did other stuff.
He did.
Allegedly did other stuff. So, but I'm not bringing that up to even like down him. I'm just saying the songs were made. You still was working with him even after the Rihanna situation.
Right.
So what are we talking about at this point? You know, if you're going to listen to Chris Brown, you're going to listen to him. And then when it comes to R. Kelly, if you're going to listen to him, you're going to listen to him. That is your business. But do y'all think there's a world where people stop talking about their transgressions and we kind of like move?
Listen, we 2023. People always go on Twitter and look at a moment and share it. Shade Room. They always going to show a throwback
whatever
clip.
the majority of the crowd going with. That's where everybody's going to sway to.
It's always going to circle
gonna
back to like what happened years ago with different things. Like I look at the Shade Room, they show a throwback clip of how this happened, this incident happened. I'm like, bruh.
They quick to throw back a clip.
Same with Gunna situation. They showed the Crime Stopper shit back in the days.
It's always gonna be something.
It's always something. It's like when
you gotta just know what. You just gotta know. Yeah. You gotta expect what's gonna happen. Like whatever you did back in the day, whatever. It's just know that it's gonna come back, especially if it's on internet.
I just feel like I find it interesting when people want to like champion. They want to champion like, yeah, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. But it's like y'all were still actively employing these people for a good minute.
What G just said. What? Y'all ever think to yourselves, y'all maybe had wrote a status or
Whoa.
comment
Oh, I'm
something
scared.
crazy
I'm
back in your
scared.
past
Like,
young
I'm
days,
scared.
and you feel, yo, I'm talented enough. Why I'm not out there yet? You feel like maybe that's the reason why you're not on, because
Oh man.
I've heard executives and things see things
They look at
online
shit.
that, and they would, and you just be like literally blackballed. Like they would never, no matter what you
I don't think
do.
I ever did anything that heinous.
So
I'll think
did you
of
think
some-
you said anything crazy or did anything, or
I feel like my
you
Twitter
feel like
back
it's
in
gonna
my
come back to
college
haunt you?
days.
Facebook,
I think
probably.
my Twitter back in my college days might be a little crazy.
My Facebook, I think.
Facebook? He's in my Facebook.
Facebook.
Twitter
I think
in my college.
MySpace probably.
Can you
even
MySpace,
open it?
I think I was.
Can you even
I was
open it?
rank with some days. I don't even remember that
Not
shit.
the, I don't think you can pull MySpace.
I
anymore.
actually contacted them
You can.
and I got them to reset my password.
I'm
All I needed to
crying.
do was remember the domain, which I did.
I'm crying.
Because
Oh, I wish
believe it
I
or
knew
not,
that shit.
so remember back when you had to have when you had Facebook, you used to have like you could put your MySpace link on there too.
Yeah.
I had the MySpace link, so I actually contacted MySpace. But the unfortunate situation is that the code is so like old. All my pictures wouldn't upload, but I'm in my MySpace. I'm in it because I wanted the pictures. I
That's
wanted
what
the
I want,
pictures.
was the pictures.
Yeah,
I gotta
you
look
could
at the pictures. I had
contact
some
them.
crazy. I
I
look
did.
crazy.
But
I
none
look-
of I
This
had
is
like
not
I
here.
had so many pictures, but only like 10% of them will upload. So it sucks.
I
But
look like
yeah.
a toothpick too back in the day.
But no, I'm telling you, like, I don't know. I just feel like I just want to know: is it possible to separate artists
I
and
don't know. Not in this
person?
time. I don't know.
2023
In this
is
time,
just
no.
you
Some
can think of
people
anything.
can. Some people just like, I don't even like this person, but I'm
Yeah.
listening to the song because I like the song.
You could dig
so I
up
don't give
news
two
from
shits
10
about
years
their life.
ago.
But
You
it's
could dig
over.
up news from 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah, you can.
It's crazy.
I mean, I feel like I hate that, like, you know, kind of like I hate that Chris Brown was lumped in with R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Like that, and also R. Kelly's serving time already.
Those are two different.
You know, like you said before, like
situations.
he's serving his time. Those
You
victims
know why
got
they do
their
that lumped up
justice.
shit? It's
Why?
because they're two black
Yeah,
males. Because if
definitely.
one was white and one was black, they would not
Nah.
be lumped together.
They
Yeah.
would
Be
take the
talked
white man
about
out
separately.
Yeah.
Literally.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I know R. Kelly's already he's doing life. He's doing life. I think to say
Wait,
I could have
for
sworn
30-some years.
I could have sworn he
I
got.
think life.
I thought it was 30-something. It
I
was life.
forgot, man.
Isn't that life?
I
He's
could
like
have sworn
50.
he
Yeah.
got out. He was
He's
going
like 50.
here. I heard
He's
he
like
was doing
50 years old. If
parole.
somebody
Yeah.
gave you 30 years at 50, that's
No
like
parole.
life
No
to
parole
me.
either, right?
I don't even know what he doing. No, I don't know what's
I don't know
going
what's
on.
happening
It's like
either.
30-something years, though.
I don't
Yeah.
even
I think, but he's like 50.
But that was from one state. That
Then
was
he got to go to
Chicago,
another.
then yeah.
I think there was another.
That's
If
what
you
I'm saying.
were-
All I know, he went from state to state
Yeah, it's
somewhere.
done.
That's all I
I don't know. They probably lost him.
I got lost in
done.
the transit.
He's done.
Shut up! I got lost in the transit.
Yeah.
All right, but so not excusing any not excusing any actions, but we all know, like, you know, people like R. Kelly, they have people who have been hurt in the past, right? And like because of his hurt, he hurt people
Yeah.
or whatever. Would you say that there was any type of grace for that situation? Like any type of empathy for that? Like, do we count his past?
I think with R. Kelly, like, I understand he has some childhood trauma, like growing up, but I think all the women that came out too, like with his situation, and it's been brewing on for years. You know what I'm saying? So I just, as far as empathy, I don't know if I
It
can
all
necessarily.
depends.
Yeah, it just depends on
If
different,
some
like,
people
because
wanna
R.
forgive,
Kelly
some
really
people not.
traumatized a lot of women
Lot of
over the
women.
years. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not one, two, it's a whole bunch.
Wasn't it
so-
But a lot of people saying it was sketchy too, because it just came out out of nowhere. And
But it wasn't
everybody
out of
It's been, like,
nowhere.
for years,
There's been
bro.
rumors for
They've been
years.
saying it's
That's why I don't
rumors
understand
for
why some of
years.
these artists be acting like y'all didn't hear it. If I'm a normal person who was hearing these alleged rumors, and I already knew about Aaliyah, I knew that allegedly, and we saw the tape
Aaliyah.
and the tape. So my thing is, even if you
Word.
didn't know about those girls, you
Download
kind of
that
saw
shit
what he
on
was
LimeWire.
probably allegedly capable of. You still went in the booth. So at this point,
Yeah,
I don't understand. But
It
I don't.
depends. I think like for example, like, you know, R. Kelly, like Tory, for, you know, Tory's a
that's-
Oh
talented
yeah, how y'all
artist.
feel about Tory? Y'all
He's a
still
talented
listening?
dude.
That's my favorite.
He's a talented
him and
artist.
Chris
I-
Brown.
Tory's
It's
my
crazy.
guy.
I like both of the two people that.
That's in this mess, right? Yeah,
My
but
bad, ladies. Don't
but Tory, I think, I don't know, but like the situation
Tory's
with Meg,
Chick
that's a
Tape
little.
6 though.
Man,
That
listen,
album was a good album.
He has some
He got a
classics,
couple
bro.
of joints.
What?
that old
Aside from the
album,
personal shit, the music. Let's talk
the
about the
prom
music.
joint, the prom. The
Oh
album,
my
that
God,
shit is
fire.
hard.
It was fire.
Tough. I'm
That
like, I
was
felt like
fire.
I was at prom.
That
Like,
was fire.
That shit was
That
tough.
whole
It made me wanna
project was
get
fire.
dressed up.
That was an 80s
That
vibe type
whole
project. Yeah.
project. I just wanted to get dressed up, and I was in
Yeah.
the 80s and just go party.
It's crazy.
And listen to them songs.
It's
I love how
sad.
look at y'all. Y'all like you know like y'all like so
Sad.
That's why
when
it's
it comes
fucked
to
up,
Tory, like how do y'all feel? How do y'all feel when it comes to Tory? Like y'all
bad
sound like
for
y'all
him.
like
I
the
feel
music.
bad for him because it's like I was saying, I'm like, damn, like the situation. If he wasn't Tory
Right.
and he was just nobody and he did what he did to
If he didn't
Megan,
give y'all the music.
of course we would be like, fuck, lock him up and go away the
Right.
keys. But then it's because it's like I feel biased, like damn, and I feel wrong at the same time because if he did.
Ain't no if.
Allegedly
Shoot.
shoot
It's not.
her.
It's not.
man.
He's
Then
convicted.
it's like, damn,
Right.
you deserve to be in that jail.
That's what I'm
but not that
saying.
long. But you deserve to be in there.
If he really
That's
like
crazy.
allegedly shot
Yeah.
Meg,
Is it
then-
alleged if you're convicted?
I mean, to be honest with you, with
I
all
don't know
the
the law.
evidence gathered,
I don't know the law.
with
Somebody did
all this evidence gathered and stuff, we still don't really know what happened that night. To keep it, if we keep it in the beam, we don't really know what happened that night.
And I've never seen nobody get shot and walk and dance.
Right?
Like,
We don't know that. I'm just saying, we don't know. We still don't really know
But
what
whatever.
happened that night.
That's-
But
I have to.
that's
yeah.
neither here nor there.
I'm gonna be real
That's another
honest. I
topic.
was
Yeah,
really out of touch with
another
that
topic.
whole entire trial.
Okay.
I mean, there was a lot of things going on in my life. It wasn't
of
really
stuff. Okay.
a lot of stuff happening. But yeah, I don't. I see what
it was
you-
a pink gun.
Was it a
Wasn't
pink
it?
gun?
Hey, look, pink. I could have sworn I had like a. You know what?
I don't know.
That's a topic for
but
another
all
topic.
so when it comes to Tory, y'all still listening?
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
I
I like
I-
Tory songs.
Yeah.
Are we
fuck with
canceling
Tory.
his music though? I'm confused. So like when R. Kelly got,
Can't cancel
everybody
somebody
said
like that,
stop
though.
listening to R. Kelly. I have not seen stop listening to Tory Lanez stuff. Maybe my algorithm isn't giving me that.
I think more
But-
people are not listening to R. Kelly.
So because that
way
was the
more
that was the
people.
campaign.
Yeah.
That was like a everybody cut off R.
But
Kelly.
I think a lot of people listen to R. Kelly closed doors, bro.
You think so?
It's very
Do y'all?
hard for that man to be so successful the way he was.
You still listen to R. Kelly, bro?
and like when the playlist, if it pops up when it comes on, hell yeah.
You're not going to a song and be like, yo, I'm gonna play
and
some
if you
R.
know
Kelly.
you're trying to get little,
Basically,
you know,
it's
get
still in your
dirty at night
iTunes.
and shit. You want to throw that on? That shit makes.
I
things
mean,
go
listen, I'm
work.
not gonna lie. R. Kelly is definitely in the bed.
bro.
That playlist. That playlist might have to have some cows on it because
I'm
seems
weak.
like you're right.
I'm weak.
I ain't trying to
Come
sing it,
on.
but I hear you call.
That's back, bro. He got some shit.
I can't. But no, I mean, but like you said, it's kind of like you know what it is too. R. Kelly kind of tapped into our childhood too. I Believe I Could Fly.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I'm
Like
saying.
you got to remember that was Space Jam. That was Space Jam.
Man, you bringing it.
So when you think about how
That's
he
why I
even
say I can't not listen to those things. Like those, I listened to those when I was little. Like and grew and continue and constantly listen to it up until that happened.
Yeah.
So what? How I'm gonna just go and say, you know what? I regret fucking not. Let's see. This the corny shit. I regret not liking R. Kelly.
Right.
Listen. And I deep
It's
down I
already
like the
happened.
song. Why
Right.
am I putting myself through the stress to not? It takes so much energy to try not to like something that you know you like.
Yeah.
yeah,
It
you're
already
right.
happened.
It's
You
more
already
energy.
you already listen.
Like,
Yeah.
come on,
It's already
happened.
in your iTunes.
I could see you say, I'll never listen to another new R. Kelly again. Fine.
Another new.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yo, remember
But
when his album
the old
came out?
ones?
Which one?
Remember his album came out and then it was a R. Kelly album that came out while he was in jail and
I
they took
ain't-
it off.
yeah,
Oh,
I never
yeah.
heard it. Hear that shit.
It was like a 20-minute song or something.
I
at
ain't
one
It was
hear
our
point.
that
album, like
Yeah,
didn't hear that
yeah.
shit.
I
even
remember
see the
that. I remember
cover.
hearing that.
I was like, what the hell?
I didn't hear it because you said
I was
it.
like, all right, what the hell? Why this album came
That's
out? I
what
think the label did that shit.
That's
Like,
I
cancel
remember
at its
hearing
highest
it.
rate.
I remember hearing about an album
they
coming
took
out.
that shit off right away when social media was
Damn.
like reacting to it and everything.
I
That
thought
shit
people
would've got-
listened to
People
it.
would have listened to that
I
shit.
thought people listened
Yeah,
to
people
it. That's
did.
why
Regardless
I
of
think
what
it
his
got.
shit, people would have listened to it.
Definitely.
I mean, to be honest, like even with the Chris Brown thing, people like he's still making music. He's
Yeah.
still doing tours. People are obviously listening to this man.
Definitely.
So it's like I
Fucks with
wish
Chris
that
Brown.
people would just.
Man, give him his flowers while he's
I'm
here,
not,
'cause
and it's crazy
when
because you
he's
know when
long
these.
gone, we gonna miss him, and
We
we
gonna
gonna
talk
like,
about everything,
damn,
right?
Chris was the man.
But it's always when somebody
come
dies,
on,
that's
come
when people
on,
show the
he's
most
man.
love.
Give that man his flowers.
But you know
but
Chris,
it-
I'm giving you your flowers, bro. I forgive you.
I feel like Chris gets
for
his
beating on
flowers, but it
Rihanna.
just sucks when it seems
And
like
Rihanna,
we
I forgive
hear.
you for beating on him.
Don't do that.
I forgive both of y'all for beating on each other.
I just feel like Chris gets his flowers, but at the same time, I just believe that
You're a wild boy.
the thing with Chris is there's always something every other year. We can't act like there isn't something
But that's
every
not
other
his
year.
fault.
How is it not his fault?
They keep. Allegedly.
No.
Allegedly.
Even with the situation, like what this
You know what
past
I mean?
summer, didn't they say he allegedly jumped Usher or something like
Allegedly.
that? Who jumps
Nah, that's
Usher?
a funny
Allegedly.
story.
Who
Yeah, I heard
does
about
that?
that. I heard about
Who
that.
jumps
We
Usher?
don't know. We don't know the
That's funny,
specifics.
'cause
We don't know if he
Usher?
got snuffed. We
Chris
don't know
Brown,
that.
I don't think he need help jumping Usher like that. Chris Brown was
I don't-
taller than him. And so it's like,
That's the thing. Like I don't know.
I just feel like we
don't
can't.
know.
I just feel like
We don't
there is two things, right? Chris Brown the person, Chris Brown the artist. That's what I'm asking. Artist wise, we are rocking with him, but let's
Yeah.
stay personally. We can't act like we don't be hearing
Yeah,
some
we do.
things
We do.
about this man every so
a lot
often.
of people don't
We
know
do.
how to separate that. though.
Right.
Yeah.
They like your music. They like you.
That's it.
And that's so.
personally.
Do y'all
And it's
feel like, as a consumer, it's your responsibility to be like, I'm pioneering for a cause, or I'm just listening to the
I
vibes?
think that's up to you. Whether
up
you
to
want to separate the
you.
artist from the music or just bring them together. It's up to you. It's your discretion.
Because I don't know this.
It doesn't
man.
matter. Like I mean, to me, I mean, I'm not. I can separate the artist and then in their personal life. Like it doesn't. but
Right.
A
'Cause
lot of
there's some-
people.
yeah.
2023. Like I said, we social media. We involved in people's actual personal lives. We can reach out to celebrities on Instagram, DM, whatever. So it's a little bit different. So I see why people could put
They feel
the
We're
more-
really
music
in it.
and the
with their
personal
life.
They
life
feel more
together.
intimate with
They
them,
feel like
like,
right.
they feel like they
exactly.
connected to
So.
So that's my.
So it's like when
you
you
do.
when you do someone wrong, you're doing your fans wrong.
Yeah.
It's really like a
Yeah.
big
That's
thing.
how it
That's
is
how
right
they feel.
now.
That's how
Right?
it's how it is.
Back
That's
in
how
the
it is.
day, early 2000s, you was just a celebrity, and we really didn't know.
We didn't know nothing.
All
We
we
know
just
shit.
saw tabloid papers,
We all
The
speculated
only
like,
time
oh,
we
this
knew
person's
something
doing
happened when
this.
it went
This
on
person,
Daily
yeah.
News or one of these
tabloids.
If you was tapped in, going to Hip Hop DX, Hot New Hip Hop,
Yeah,
you start looking at all of the
You bring up the
this
throwback.
news and stuff. That's how you found out news about.
Yeah.
rappers
It was
and
all
shit.
speculation. You never knew what a person was doing.
MTV,
You
you
never
watch
knew what Janet
MTV,
Jackson was back in the day.
BT.
You never knew. Bro. What?
But now it's like a celebrity could hop on live and
Mm-hmm.
just now we could just be really be in it. So it's like
Yep.
kind of in the way of now y'all made us in y'all personal. We didn't know y'all as a person, and it's like I'm not only buying your music, I'm buying into you. So when you're messing up, it hurts
It
us.
hurts us. Yep. That's
Yeah.
why certain, these entertainers, they don't say certain things even when they don't agree with the action because they know they get canceled by their fans. It's a ripple effect. Everybody start canceling. Everybody want to follow everybody, and they
This
lose money.
cancel era.
But
I'm
honestly,
tired
people
of
be
it.
saying cancel,
lose
but nobody be
I
really
hate it.
canceled.
I hate this
Nobody
cancel-
be really canceled.
cancel
I hate it. I hate
Y'all
this
believe
cancel
people
shit.
really be getting canceled
not real.
like
That shit
that
not
for real?
real,
For real,
man.
I don't be seeing really people getting canceled. Even when the documentary came out about R. Kelly, his music went up that night.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to me. Like how does it that like the documentary came out and that night they said his music streams went up? I thought we was like during that night.
Cancel culture is
You
not
can't
real.
cancel, but you can't cancel people.
Right.
Like think about it. If I don't like this person, I'm not listening to him. He's canceled.
Right.
To me, he's canceled. To y'all, he may not. Y'all gonna be
Exactly.
listening to him still.
Because y'all said y'all still listening to Tory.
Yeah, I still listen to Tory.
Yeah, I still listen.
It's on your
because
iTunes.
Tory is my
Hell
guy.
yeah.
It's on
Yeah,
iTunes.
I-
It's on
Man, I'm
iTunes.
sorry. I got a lot of
Basically, y'all
Tory.
not
Tory's a
going to
talented
delete.
mofo,
And
man.
I'm
Y'all
not
not-
deleting nothing. If
He's
he
a
come out with
talented
something new,
artist.
I'm going to be listening to it midnight.
Because also, I remember us chatting before, like y'all mentioned something about even like the quarantine radio.
Yeah, bro, he had exactly the
Quarantine
quarantine radio. He
radio.
had everybody during a time where everybody was
Facts.
down, people were dying, people were
Facts.
sick. Was literally tuned in and partying with him. Like you felt that you was in a club with Tory
Facts.
in your own house.
Mm-hmm.
Like you was literally having a time. And people communicating with people on the line, in the comments, and during the stories. Like
You
it
didn't
was
feel
crazy.
alone.
Like you didn't feel alone.
Right.
Like he made you felt like the world was still going on.
The numbers are
You
skyrocketing
forgot.
on
Yo, he had
live.
damn near 1 million
Them
views,
numbers
I
is
think.
crazy, bro.
Close to 1 million.
Crazy.
I know he had close to that. I know it was over 500,000 people.
So he
Yeah.
did a good job
Definitely.
of
and I
buying
was
y'all
seeing
into.
my friends in there. Like, that's
Mm-hmm.
how you know it's crazy. I was seeing my followers in there. I'm like, that's when you know it's lit. When you seeing the people you know in the comments. It's too much people. It's just people going all over. You seeing other
Definitely.
stars, rappers, entertainers, anybody you like was in there. I'm like, during that time, he brought happiness
He
and
did.
joy, right?
Definitely did.
So it's
So-
kind of like, once again, going back to social media, you bought into the person. Now it's not just your product. I actually bought into you and you doing this act. It's kind of making it hard for me to separate. So when it comes to people like Tory, people like Chris Brown, people like R. Kelly, who they say kind of had some roughness and stuff like that, what is y'all views on like therapy? Because I feel like a lot of these actions could have been stopped at some point with therapy. What is y'all views on therapy? These are the 3 black men we're talking about here.
Right. I think therapy is definitely something that's vital.
Talented. Too.
Definitely, yeah.
Talented black men who had traumas.
Yep.
Who had,
but I think, going to your question, I feel like therapy is definitely something important and vital, not just for black men, for like everyone. I think everyone, I encourage everyone to go into therapy. It's just some things that you have to look in the mirror with. But when you're speaking with someone and they tell you about yourself, you really be like, wait a minute. Oh shit. Like, you right. This is how I am with myself. And it's like, sometimes you need that type of talk. I want to say, like,
have you ever done a session?
I've done a couple sessions. I actually, for the first time ever, I started this past summer. Like, it was in the summertime I did it. I was going through, relationship issues, you know what I mean? And I'm like, nah, I gotta look at myself in the mirror. Let me go to therapy, not just with the relationships, but just me as a person. Why am I like this? Why am I reacting like this? And one thing she did tell me was that you have a high tolerance for stress. And I was like, I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? You're right. I do have a high tolerance for stress. And maybe I need to like look at that and try to like bring it down. Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now I just been, it's good to just let things flow and not take life so serious. But I really, I agree. When she said that, I was like, wait a minute, no, I don't. And then when I was talking to her about the whole thing, we went on for an hour. Mind you, it was a whole hour. I talked. She was like, I'm just here to just listen. I'm just listening to you. You gonna talk. I haven't realized I was going on for an hour, bro. She said, I feel like you have a high tolerance for stress and there's some toxic things about you, but we gonna try to correct that. I was like, I agree. I agree.
Banks?
Me personally, I've never been to any therapy sessions, any professional therapy or anything like that. Hearing from other people experiences in their talks on their sessions, they said it was helpful for them. Like you said, it helped them in their lives and let them get to know who they really are. You know what I'm saying? Because people lie to themselves. Like we look at ourselves in the mirror every day and we tell ourselves this. And we be lying to ourselves because we don't tell ourselves the truth. And it's best to hear it from somebody else, which would be the therapist.
Yeah. True. And what you were saying is crazy because we do. The act of lying is one thing, but the act of lying to yourself, it's like you're the only one who know your truth. What are you going to do to yourself if you admit truth?
Right.
What are you going to do to yourself? And if the truth is so heinous, you can't tell yourself. It's yourself, your secret. You can't say it out loud. Then maybe it is good that you talk about it so that you could get it fixed. I mean, there's no secret. I think I've said it plenty of times on this show. I'm in therapy. I usually go every 2 weeks.
Nice.
And I think that it's something that is definitely needed. Because, sometimes when you're having conversations with other people, you can't be rude. You got to ask them about their life, too, and you have to engage. Being in therapy, if you do nothing else, it's nice to just talk about yourself and know that it's okay in that moment. Because that is what you're paying for, is to talk about yourself. I do not have to listen to you. I'm here to fix me. And I just want to talk.
It's good to talk about.
Sometimes
yourself.
It's just good.
You realize how fortunate you is. I'm like, damn, I got enough to make things happen. Like, why am I over here complaining about? Like, there's people less unfortunate than me. Like,
do we have any past or toxic traits that we would like to not continue to project? Thinking about how hurt people can hurt people.
I would say one toxic trait. I would say, shoot.
That's deep.
It is.
I threw that at y'all. I threw
that's
that
a heavy
at
one
y'all.
right there. It's heavy.
Because we was just talking about R. Kelly and all of them, and like, we have past shit. Why don't we be examples?
Damn, I'm trying to think of one.
I'm trying not to really shut.
Don't be lying to yourself.
I'm not trying to shut people out as quick. Like, I know me.
Shut people
like,
out.
See, but that I would.
That's my thing. I shouldn't do.
Like, I don't give up easy because I don't say I'm a quitter because I don't give up. But I'm more likely to be like, man, whatever. Like, I'm nonchalant.
Me too.
Very nonchalant. Like, I let it just, man, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because when I was younger, I used to literally be on the streets. And that's how I got by of not being like fear of the streets or fear of anything. Like, I used to be like, I don't care. Like, I didn't even care about myself. That's how bad it was. So, and I took that into relationships. So when women would do certain shit, I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Yeah. And I started realizing that shit. And I'm like, damn, I got to stop. Facts. To this day, I still do it. but I catch myself, and I be like,
I
gotta be like, chill,
a work in progress.
chill, like chill, like I gotta
a work
chill,
in
like,
progress.
yeah, I catch
At least
it.
you
I
catch it though. A lot of people don't even catch that shit.
Yeah, I catch it, like, and that's me being truthful to myself.
Definitely,
because no one told me that. I had to really look at myself like, damn. Why this didn't work, or it could be anything, job, anything, like why this didn't work, why this, like communication, where did I go wrong? Like I look at that, ask myself this question, then I keep asking questions, because if you keep asking questions, you get answers, and you start alone, you start unlocking deeper and deeper and deeper. It's crazy.
Yeah, honestly, I know with me, I am trying my hardest because I grew up in survival mode a lot, and because of that, I felt myself being more masculine than I needed to be. And I was stand on that. Oof. Like I'm standing on it. Like y'all meet me now. But
see,
like
the crazy comments, they say that too about you being masculine.
But I'm not.
But see, you say how you
I'm working.
She admitted to it.
But my thing is like I'll stand on that, right? But I'm working on leaning more towards my feminine, because I also had to realize in therapy that I don't have to be in survival mode anymore. I built a good life for myself where I could be soft. And then also expressing my emotions before, like same thing. I grew up in a household predominantly male. So I would be like, I don't care, whatever. It is what it is. I'm good. I'm all right. But it's like, I do care. I am sad. And being able to admit the fact that I am,
because you really do care.
I do care.
When you really say you don't care, you really care.
But and also realizing that those emotions doesn't mean I'm weak. I'm a human. I am a woman.
It's a defensive mechanism.
I am a woman. I will have emotions. And then being able to admit out loud that I want to be soft. So with that being said.
Instagram commenters.
Yes, like goddamn, they think I'm just a horrible person.
Really, like some of the stuff I read, some of
the things I read, you would think that I'm just this huge bitch.
Yeah,
y'all know me. They don't think we like each other.
Really?
Yes. I don't think we like each other.
Push the narrative on that shit.
But that's what I was like. I'm about to push that shit. Like, but I don't want to push it. I mean, you think that I really don't like you?
No, we disagree. We disagree.
Yeah. Naturally, we really do be disagreeing.
We
like,
disagree.
It's not pushed,
but no, I am a very. Man. I'm leaning like
it's
almost like the softer my life is getting, I'm realizing I'm tapping into emotions that are new for me. Right. And I'm getting better at expressing them. So with that transparency segment, so that we could be even more vulnerable with our viewers, what is a big life lesson you've learned in the last few years? And G, we will kick it to you.
Life lesson, I guess I would say like always stick with your gut. Always. Like there's times where I was like, damn, like I feel like I shouldn't do it, but I do it anyway. And then I'm like I slap myself for it in the back of my head for it. I'm like, damn, I should have stuck with my gut. That's one thing I could say. That's the main one. I would definitely say that.
Yeah, that's definitely important. You,
I
Banks?
would say forgiveness, just not dwelling on the past, not dwelling on anything. Like you forgiving yourself, forgiving people, you literally relieve stress right there. Like, and then you're more in the now. You're not even thinking about the future. You're more so working on the now, not even like not knowing that you're setting up your future, just being in the now. So I just think forgiveness, like, because it helps with a lot.
Yeah, and I'll piggyback off that. Definitely forgiveness, and not just talking about forgiveness of others. I feel like a lot of times we all have to learn how to forgive ourselves. Like, you don't know what you didn't know. And like I said, me growing up in survival, you don't know what you don't know. You don't. And whether it's financial, relationship problems, things like that, all you could do is learn them lessons and move forward and make sure you make the next chapter your best chapter. I know with me, I just want to be more solutions oriented. I told you I'm working on being soft because I awarded myself that right to be soft. And also just like feeling lighter and embracing happiness, because happiness is very fleeting. Right. You don't know how long you're gonna have it. Being able to be someone who smiles and not have to be a straight face or like a resting bitch face all the time. I think those lessons are very important, especially like we're a little over our 30s. G here just turned 30. So
no, I just turned man.
How old you now?
I'm 32.
I'm 32.
Y'all
We
same
just turned
age.
30.
Yeah, but I'm saying
You're not
we
30.
just turned 30. We 30s.
She like
we
to
30.
always
behind
We
us.
30.
She like to throw this thing with me
right
being
behind
30.
us.
She like
No,
to
but we
come
got
at
some
Like
me.
my man's yesterday, he's like, damn,
We
he's
got
like,
a number
damn, I'm
behind the
36. He
zero
said,
now.
shoot.
We are now 30 somethings. He's 30.
He's
But
like, I was,
also-
on a, he's like, I was on a game, and he's like, yo, playing the game. He's like, yo, I was 36. Dude's like, what the fuck you playing the game for? You gonna go change your damn diapers,
Listen.
your kids' diapers and shit. I'm like, damn.
Alexa, play 30 something by Jay-Z.
I'm done.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of that, we got a little 30 and dating coming out too. So,
ooh, well,
That's
I
a
will
film.
say I appreciate y'all all the time for being
Amen.
transparent,
Appreciate
especially
you
for the
too.
black audience
Facts.
and for other men.
always
And
truthful.
yeah, we get into these topics. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of
sir.
Mama's Cooking. G.
sir, we stay
Banks.
cooking shit up.
And make sure y'all like, subscribe, and follow, and send in them questions, whether they mean, whether they nice, and whether they just plain old okay. We're going to answer them all. Until next time, peace.
Peace.
Later.
Bye.